You have Honda, which has launched its new bike, the Dream Neo. It's a 110cc bike, and I think in a bit we should start to get some pictures of the new bike, pricing details, features. Honda maybe will talk about what it expects in terms of mileage, fuel mileage, etc. as well. I mean, in this, in the Indian context, that is perhaps pricing and the mileage. Two things which are most important for bikes, especially in this category, 110cc category. As we've been talking about it, the new one from Honda is placed directly against Hero Splendor, which is a big driver, volume and EBITDA driver for Hero MotoCorp. So in a way, this 110cc launch affects Hero MotoCorp more than Bajaj. Bajaj, of course, drives more of its operating profits, etc., from slightly higher cc models. Siddharth Vinayak Patankar is joining in. He's been watching the space closely. Siddharth, thanks for joining in again. We know the name Dream Neo is what Honda is calling the new bike, 110cc model, but I mean, I think we just need to wait for more details, unless, of course, you have details of pricing, etc.
Prashant, what we do know is that Honda has launched 3 variants of this bike. They start off at about 43,150 rupees, ex-showroom Delhi. That's just a shade under 1,000 rupees higher than Hero's Splendor, the bike you were just talking about. So pretty much within spitting distance of that bike. Try to stay a little bit premium, and that's pretty much the strategy of the Honda brand. But yes, definitely going after the Splendor customer. More significantly, I want to tell you that the pricing is much lower than its Dream Yuga, which was the previous bike, which uses a similar frame, similar sort of an engine, but of course has been positioned slightly higher at over 45,000 rupees. Remember, in this segment, every few hundred rupees price difference actually does make a difference, especially in what we are calling the semi-urban and rural markets, which is where, in fact, a lot of the sales have been coming from in what's been a really tough time for the auto sector. Remember, it's the farm community as well as the tier 3 town buyer who has sort of propped up bike sales in the last few months, last several months, in fact, and especially for Hero. That's also the area where Honda is focusing its attention. 2013 is the year it wants to expand its network and specifically go into tier 3 towns and below. It's not just looking at dealerships, it's also looking at road shows and different aspects like that to try and increase sales, and not just increase sales, but increase volumes in a much larger way. I think you're seeing pictures of the new bike coming out now, and so basically the positioning, they've tried to go after the Hero Splendor, there's no doubt about it. And as you mentioned, it's a very valid point that it is the Hero group that will be the hardest hit, more than Bajaj or TVS. Prashant.
Siddharth, stay with us. We've got shots coming in right now from Gurgaon, the launch, and I think for the first time you've got the pictures, live pictures coming in from the launch. Dream Neo is what it's called, and some details coming in. I think Siddharth said 43,500 odd is what they're pricing the base variant at. 3 variants have been launched, and I think we'll get a closer look at the bike as well. A lot of interest around what Honda is doing. Recently we've spoken with, and Siddharth has spoken with the Hero management. We had Rajiv Bajaj on the show about 2 or 3 weeks back. And both have sort of in a way tried to downplay the impact of what Honda can do. So they've been very aggressive in what they've said, where they want to get in terms of market share, etc. But I think, for obvious reasons, the big incumbents, Hero, in a way incumbents, Hero and Bajaj trying to downplay what Honda can do. Essentially, the basic argument being, they've been around in the market for a while. They've not managed to make that much of a dent. But I think now that we have the last year full numbers with us, and Honda has taken the second spot, opinions, etc. will start to change as well. Stocks have already taken a big knock, both Hero and Bajaj, since the start of the year. A, of course, on weak demand, and B, Honda being extremely aggressive in the marketplace. Let's cut back to those pictures and stay with those. Because those are the first pictures coming in as far as the two-wheeler launch, the new two-wheeler launch of Honda is coming. So in the morning you were telling me, this is just the first of many new launches, and Honda, because of the technology it has, can sort of get newer and newer products to the market faster, at least relative to what Hero can, right?
Prashant, it's a very interesting strategy from Honda, one that came in for a lot of stick from the critics. But if you look at it from a pure business point of view, it's a smart strategy, because what the company is doing is it's not really trying to move the bar in terms of technology. I mean, these products are very similar to what it was supplying to Hero as its technology partner, and in fact, indeed, its partner in the past few years. So there's not a huge shift, not like what Bajaj has been trying to do, saying that, look, we're trying to use the technology plank to shift buyers towards our brand. What Honda is doing very clearly is saying that it's a similar product, but it comes with the brand reliability of Honda. The pricing is more or less on par with something like Hero, and at this point, it's all about just consolidating that number 2 position, going after large volumes. And those new products that you talked about, once that foundation, if you will, has been built, and once these, once the dealers are in place, once the network is entrenched, and once they have gone in sort of the stratospheric territory of volumes, that's when those new products, which will be technology differentiators, will also start to come in. The strategy, quite clearly, according to sources within the company, is to say that, look, hit Hero right now where it matters, where it hurts, and then tomorrow when Hero is ready with its own R&D and ready with its own products, hit them again with technology, and that's the same time you can also go after the Bajaj customer. So right now it is just about volumes. It is just about really racing towards that number 1 position. Very clearly, Honda says that it wants to go after that. And Prashant, I think when they say 2016, that may be just a conservative estimate. At this point, Honda seems to want that even sooner.
Siddharth, you said that the base model of the Dream Neo is priced at 43,500. Is that correct?
About 43,150. So yes, pretty much in that territory. And the Splendor starts at just over 42,500 rupees. These are all ex-showroom Delhi prices. So you can see that it's fairly within spitting distance of that. Very similar product, I have to say. But yes, the Splendor does start just a little bit lower than what the Neo is.
All right, sir. All right. Thanks very much for that. And we'll keep coming back to you on this launch which is coming in. So that's the price comparison. Look at the second and the third row. The new one, Dream Neo, 43,150. Splendor at about 44,000 or so. Ex-showroom Delhi prices, as Siddharth pointed out. So priced extremely competitively, and I think this is a big one in Honda's strategy to sort of take market in the big volume sort of segment, which is the 110 odd cc bike. Bajaj launched a 100cc bike as well, start of the year, right at the start of the year, and they've got a decent response. But the leader is Hero in that segment. 1499 on the price. Bajaj is at about 1801. Both are off the day's high, but not by much.